Ladies and gentlemen, it is the best day of the week. It is Monday, Collaboration Monday. It's February 24th, 2014. You're listening to FAWMtalk. I am Ianuarius. With me, as always, the guy, the man, the person, TC Elliott. How are you doing, man?
Doing great. Doing awesome. As usual.
Holy. Wow, you sound different. What did you do?
I'm faking like I'm awake.
Well, that works.
Because I'm not. I'm tired.
No, but you absolutely sound different. I mean, the sound quality is just through the roof. I don't know what's happening.
Is it good?
It's fantastic.
It's because I'm awake.
That's gotta be it. Yes.
That might not be it. I have no idea. I have no idea whatsoever.
Well, yesterday I was doing this live skirmishing in YouTube, and I switched around a bunch of audio settings. So I guess I pressed the magic button.
So let me get this straight. You're gonna take credit for my good quality. Okay, I got you.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
See how that.
Yeah.
I actually watched your song skirmish. I didn't watch it until 9:00 p.m. last night, my time. But I watched it. I watched all but there's just the last few minutes because I went to bed.
Yeah. Yeah, that was something.
I enjoyed watching it. It was informative.
Oh, fantastic.
Except for the 10 minutes you spent trying to get the guitar to work. Other than that, it was good.
Yeah, that's always the thing when you start a live streaming. You gotta reserve the audio devices for the streaming, and then you just can't do stuff like you usually do. So that's
right.
That was troubling. So, Collaboration Monday, we're gonna have some fantastic music today. Some really unusual music picks, I can tell already. This first one, though, it's different, but it's kind of similar to a lot of the stuff we hear in FAWM. But I like this one. This one is by official. It's official and Frau. Guys, the names, you gotta stop this. You gotta stop with the names. It's driving me nuts. Whatever. The song is called The Spectacular Fall. So here we go.
I could redact every act of this play and still I'd feel the fall. Force me down the hall and there I'd stay. And I could rewrite every line of this scene and you'd never be sure if I'd get off the floor a dead machine. And I could ignite every lost, hopeless light and you would still not see what your hand in me was born of spite. It's just one step, one easy step for you. It's just one step, one hard step for me. And I could redact every act of this show, but you'd write in the fall. Cast a ghastly as I bend low. And I could rewrite every word on this page, and you'd never be sure if I'd come back for more or limp off the stage.
Yes. The Spectacular Fall by Official and Wurzelfrau. Wurzelfrau. I'm gonna stick with that. You like that song, huh? TC?
I do. I like it a lot.
Wow, you're coming in really loud. Do you mind just turning it just a teensy bit? I think that's gonna be too loud for the cast.
Okay, how is that? Any better?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, let's go with that.
Alrighty.
Alrighty then.
Anyway, yes, I do. I like that song a lot.
Mm.
I love the guitar playing in it. It's not a overly complicated part, but it's got a good rhythm to it.
Yeah.
I like the vocal delivery. The whole sound of the track is good.
Mm.
That was actually a skirmish song, and I was surprised that it turned out so well in an hour, although I shouldn't be after hearing all the great skirmish songs that I've heard this year and last year.
Yeah. Yeah, the overall quality, like I've said before, I think it has it's raised up a little bit in the forms. I mean, I've heard a bunch of really great skirmishes this year and really great songs on, I would say, more complicated songs and more well produced. There were a lot of really simple songs in the earlier years, and I don't think you necessarily need to do spectacular productions with your songs. I mean, it's really fine just making a simple demo for demo purposes. It's supposed to be something you can just get the idea down and maybe do a proper version later on.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's hard to balance the time too if you dedicate it to a proper demo. And sometimes like the singer in an old cover band I was in said the first thing you have to do after you write a song is learn it. And I don't learn anything. If I don't get a decent recording right then, it's probably not going to happen. So there's an awful lot of one mic room recordings that are floating around my page that I'm feeling a little guilty about. But the idea is to write songs, not produce songs. So you know, as long as I can get the idea across, then I'm okay with that.
Okay, people in the chat room are telling that actually, in fact, I'm coming out louder than you are now. So I don't know what's going on.
Let me turn back up a little bit like this.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Alrighty.
I mean, the people know the best. I'm not a producer. I'm not an intrusive producer in this show because I can't hear the show. I can't tell you what's working. You people in the chat room, you are the producers. You have to tell us what's good and what's bad.
And the audience, a dual role for all our chat room participants.
Yeah. But that's a good role to have. I mean, you can criticize us and you can enjoy us. All in the same bite.
Well, they can criticize us. The enjoy us is iffy.
Well, you can enjoy us by criticizing us.
Ah, there you go. You can enjoy criticizing.
Yes.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Fantastic. Okay, next song. This is by the brothers Diz and Tis Diz. I think they're related somehow. This one is interesting. This is actually one of those 8-bit chiptune tracks. The ones that I enjoy really, really a lot. And it's gonna put off some people because it's you don't have those smooth, wonderful sounds you usually have But I think you're gonna like this one. Let's give it a listen. So, the song is called The Olfactory. Reminiscent to the old 8-bit Nintendo era. Brothers Des and Sisters with their song The Olfactory. I really like that kind of... It gives me those nostalgia vibes. Not strictly 8-bit music, because there was some sort of effects, reverb, that sort of thing going on, but very, very close to the original thing.
Yeah, it was a little less. And we've talked in the past about how a lot of 8-bit music has that kind of I don't know, happy melody music on it. The doo-doo-doo music just kind of bops along. And I like 8-bit music. I don't listen to it a lot, but I do enjoy stumbling across a good 8-bit track.
Yeah.
And this one had and I think you might be correct with some of the effects on it, but it just seemed like it had a little bit more depth to it, and it didn't have quite the that melody wasn't prominent. It was more layered. So even though it was the same basic sound, so I enjoyed that. It's a little different than what I was used to.
It's more like some sort of background music and not the kind of theme song music. And a lot of Nintendo era music, all the old Nintendo era music, didn't really have those background songs. They had like theme songs playing over the levels. And that's I think a difference that this kind of background music really came up in the Super Nintendo era, I think. They had less just like themes and more of layered music. And mostly due to the 16-bit sound engines too, but I think you just had to, when you had those 3 sounds or 4 sounds you could use with the 8-bit music, you just had to make sort of melodies with them to make the music enjoyable. But
yeah, that's a good.
I think they used more than 4 sounds in this one too. I don't know, could be. One of the artists that does 8-bit music really well, has done music to games like VVVVVV and other sort of things like Super Hexagon, is Magnus Poulsen. or Soul Eye. You can find him in YouTube. And that music, he layers a lot of these sounds together, and his music always sounds just brilliant, excellent. One of those songs, the Positive Force, is one of my favorite songs of all time, and I don't generally like 8-bit music because it just, the high pitch, the drilling sound, just, it makes my head hurt. But his song, it's just amazing. And there's a debate there, really, that you can't really add any additional feeling to the music. You can't like add how would you really say that? You can't add character to the sounds because the computer is just playing back sine waves, sounds that are inherently computer generated. But that song, the Positive Force, it's one of my favorite songs of all time, actually. And I don't know how he did it. It just gets me emotional. That's the weird thing about that.
That's interesting that an 8-bit or a computer generated music like that, you really think of as more static, which gives it, like you said, it's one of the reasons that you have to go so melodic with it, that can be turned into an emotive piece where you would think more like a piano with lots of different styles and ways of playing it would be easier to do, and I guess it is. But that's an interesting point.
And in fact, that song has been covered. Some person made a piano version of it, and he was a really talented player, one of those like super classical piano players, and it sounded good, but it wasn't the same thing. It didn't sound nearly as good as the original 8-bit version.
Wow, that's crazy. That's cool, though.
Yeah, that's insane. I don't know. There's always something really fun about 8-bit music, though I like it, but I don't like listening to it. So, there you go.
I find like if there's an 8-bit collection, which I can't remember, I think it was a couple of years ago, there was a FAWM or somebody that was releasing an album of 8-bit songs. And any single track, there was some that I liked better than others, but I listened through a good part of the album, and by the time you hit your 4th or 5th 8-bit or a chip tune, it was, that was crazy. It was like, okay, I need a break.
Yeah.
But any one song by itself, or at least the good ones, was not a problem. I enjoyed it. So I think it is definitely kind of its own niche. But creative stuff, I can't do it. I definitely can't do it.
Well, next song we have is something a little bit different. It's something that a lot of people don't like listening, including me to some extent. But this is FAWM, boys. You gotta take a chance. Grow a little. Listen to some new tunes. And this one is by Sapiens and Bursettles. It's one of those fun collaborations. The song is called The Way of the Sun. Oh yeah. The Way of the Sun, Sapient and Bersettles. That kind of vocals, they take skill, man. I can't do that. I just, if I even try, I destroy my voice. I just gets destroyed.
Yeah, I don't know how he does two, much less 14 songs in a FAWM. It's unreal.
I mean, if you do it right, you can just do it over and over without hurting your voice at all. But you need to have the technique just like right on.
Well, since I have no technique at anything, that's right out.
Yeah, I know you would rather do all your songs like that, but what are you gonna do?
I wish I could.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, with that kind of music, I know a lot of people like that, and the more you listen to it, the more you kind of grow into it and start to realize how to enjoy it more. But I just never got into it. I never got into that kind of vocals and that kind of really rhythmic play and those low tuned guitars. They don't appeal to me. That's the thing. I like more of the guitars played in the higher octave and vocals screamed from the top of your lungs. That's more my thing. It's more the Iron Maiden is more my thing.
Yeah, honestly, Sapient's really been my introduction into black metal over several years.
Yeah.
But what I found is once I did give it a chance and start listening to it, there's okay songs, but there are a few tracks that I actually dig pretty good, and I think he's good about working with different people and doing different styles, incorporating metal into different styles.
Yeah.
I know his album is pretty dark and pretty heavy, but and there was I shared one of the tracks off his album with a friend of mine, and he was super impressed. And it's you can admire it, but I like his range in his FAWM songs and some of the things he does with different people.
Yeah, really, you can have dark music, but he's one of the most fun people I've run into during FAWM. Just super nice guy.
Yeah, he and his wife are both just the most loveliest of people. I got to meet them 2 years ago at FAWMtalk, and
yeah, it's so weird. Like you do this kind of music, and then you meet the people who do it, and say, oh yeah, these guys. Okay.
It was great.
Oh man, the thing I want to talk about. Yes, go ahead.
Just real quick, I wanted to mention a couple of years ago in FAWM, they did the Toronto FAWMers did something called Sleepient, which they took Sapient's FAWM songs and they all did them like lullabies. So they
oh, that's
did
beautiful.
Different instruments with and everything and did it. And I think I saved them. And it was a really neat take to look at a song done completely differently and how artistic it was. So I wanted to thank the Toronto FAWMers for putting that project together several years ago. That was really good.
That's really beautiful. I just noticed we're running out of time here fast. We got only a few minutes to go. I don't know. It's better we don't start a topic we can't end in 3 minutes. Well, the last track we have here is gonna be by oh my god, Minor 88, Minerkt 88, and
Minor KT 88.
Oh, okay, and Sonic Death Eagle. Jesus. Oh, these names, people. We gotta stop this.
This is coming from the guy who has the name Januarius spelled with an I. I mean, this is crazy.
Yeah, a lot of people think it's an L, and who can blame them? I mean, what else could it be?
Well, but even with an I, we're Americans. We don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Ianuarius.
Oh, I know. A lot of people have troubles pronouncing that.
That's all right. Just keep complaining about the names, though. That's okay. We don't mind.
Yeah, I might be a hypocrite, but
At least you're consistent. Oh, crap.
Jesus, the thing. These names, Sonic Death Eagle. Wow.
I like that name, and you can pronounce it. That's a good thing.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And the song we're gonna play, the optimistic ending song, is gonna be "Please Murder Me." The perfect end to the last Collaboration Monday. So
Perfect podcast.
yeah, absolutely. So here we go, people. It's my minor chord 88 and Sonic Death Eagle, and the song is "Please Murder Me." So until next time, write some great songs, okay?